have him autograph my X-Men 2 Blu-ray, which was a pretty awesome experience, you know.
Well, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I was just thinking that not because you're plugging in your thing, we should also just put it out that you can keep listening to us at kcrlive.com.
Right.
Check out the Facebook/KCRLive. Just putting it out there.
Definitely check us
so I
out.
don't get in trouble.
All right, in another news today, Reese Witherspoon is recovering well after being hit by an 84-year-old woman who failed to yield at a crosswalk, but she only suffered minor injuries. I'm surprised. I mean, she had a black eye and some minor injuries, and she's totally fine. But it's crazy, you know. Like, stars are being hit, just like us pedestrians, you know.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's insane. I'm already scared, you know, because people are just driving that shouldn't be driving. So, I guess we're all in danger.
Yeah.
Jogging out and stuff.
We're all victims. That's why I rarely jog. I only jog at night now on the sidewalk. I don't cross streets like that. None of the news. Point Break is in the process of being remade. Some of you might not know, might be a little too young for that. Point Break was a 90s movie with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. You know, don't put baby in the corner. But yeah, I mean, that's a really film that's really close to some people's heart, you know. Also, Tyler Perry actually tops the list of highest paid men in entertainment with more than $130 million last year, beating Jerry Bruckheimer and Steven Spielberg. And also, Highlander, it's in Juan Carlos Fresnadillo is in talks to direct the new Highlander movie, which is really interesting because he directed 28 Weeks Later, which was a great movie, actually, and I'm actually excited about that. And Ivan, what do you got for us?
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Back to Tyler Perry. Does that include his theater productions or just movies?
I think just movies in general, and like he does have his own
TV shows.
TV network, I think.
Well, it's he's on TBS, Meet the Browns and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's all that too.
Okay. Yeah.
So tell us, what do you got for today?
Well, I got some interesting news, at least to me. The Great Gatsby. I don't know if you guys have heard, but that's coming on to
awesome. Yeah.
to the movie screens. It has the director from Moulin Rouge, the
Laz Berman.
Yeah.
Awesome, I love that guy.
And it also has starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Carey Mulligan.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
which I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, I mean anything with Baz Luhrmann in it, you know, it's going in a great direction.
Yeah, but we don't know yet when it's going to come out. They're going to start filming next summer.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I have some weird news. I hear that the Human Centipede is having a sequel. I don't know if you guys have watched it, but it was really intense. About this doctor who joins people from their, well, let's say just backsides.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
The butt.
Yeah.
Talk about a butthead.
Also, X-Men, did you guys watched the latest X-Men
First
movie?
Class?
First
Yes,
Class, yeah.
Definitely.
Well, Wolverine's having a sequel, and
That's right.
Deadpool is having also an origins.
A film of himself.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds will be Deadpool.
Tell me, how do you feel about that? I mean, having Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool and as the Green Lantern. I mean, what's your opinion on that? Tell me.
Well, I'm a little bit biased because I really like Ryan Reynolds. I'm going to be honest here. I have a little bit of a man crush on him.
Nice.
So, you know, seeing more of him is always good.
More is good of Ryan Reynolds. The funny thing is, Ryan Reynolds, one of my favorite Ryan Reynolds movies, actually, Definitely Maybe.
Definitely Maybe?
Definitely Maybe. Everyone needs to check that out. Yeah, like a lot of people don't know about it. It was it wasn't in theaters that long, but definitely check it out. Definitely Maybe, one of the best romantic comedies that I've seen. Abigail Breslin's in it, Elizabeth Banks, and
Sacha Baron Cohen's wife. Yeah.
Yeah, Confessions of a Shopaholic. She was in that too. They were all great movie, great message in that one. And all right, now what else you got?
Oh, I also have I posted on our Facebook page, which you can access from our Twitter page, which is at twitter.com/SDSU DRTH down the rabbit hole. So you just go in there, you can access our Facebook page, it's the easiest way. But you can see that the poster that was posted for the Rum Diaries, which is Johnny Depp is going to reprise the role of Hunter S. Thompson.
Right.
He did that before on
something Las
Vegas. Yeah. Oh my God! I can't believe we don't know these things. We know, but it just It's escaping us. Anywho, he's gonna be part of this movie. He's gonna be Hunter S. Thompson. It's a little bit biographical. I'm excited about it, and I like the poster. It's really, really good.
Why is the rum gone?
Not the rum.
And so, in today's top 5 box office report, Contagion at number 1 with 23.1 million. The Help at number 2 with 8.7. Warrior, one of my favorite films of the year, 5.6 million. The Debt, number 4, 4.9. And Columbiana, number 5 with 4 million. And the films that are coming out this week, you got Drive, starring Ryan Gosling, Carey Mulligan, Bryan Cranston, a great actor, Bryan Cranston. If you haven't seen it, Breaking Bad, check it out. Great show. Think about Bryan Cranston. I've loved that guy ever since he was on Malcolm in the Middle. He was.
Yeah.
I mean, he shows that you can do comedy and drama. You know.
Yeah, he's been doing really good on his new series.
Yeah.
On AMC.
Right. Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Definitely. Like, it's like after that, I'm like, wow, maybe I should just deal Crystal.
Yeah. He's actually been on. Yeah. He's been in a lot of things lately. He's on the Drive. He's on Breaking Bad. Mm-hmm. He was also in Contagion. He was one.
That's right. He's one of the head honchos on the medicine company, right? Pharmaceutical company, about something like that.
No. He's in charge of all the military operations and how they.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And also, let's see, Straw Dogs, Kate Bosworth and Jane Marston. And lastly, I don't know how she does it.
Sarah Jessica Parker. Yeah.
And Pierce Brosnan and Kelsey Grammer.
Are you going to watch this?
No, I'm not. I mean,
come on, man.
The last time I saw Sarah Jessica Parker in a movie was Sex and the City 2. It was actually, it had its moments, you know, like it had its one-liners here, there. But, you know, I don't know. I don't think the world's, like, all she had for her was Sex and the City, and that's it. Like, she doesn't have anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I remember this movie, Hocus Pocus.
Well, that was a long time ago. A lot of people don't.
That was good. That's one of my favorite movies ever. Watch it every Halloween.
Children, I'll take thee away. Love that show. It's like it's not Halloween without Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, which we spoke about last time. The Billy the zombie.
Right.
He's the guy from Pan's Labyrinth. He's the guy from
Definitely. See, we're making connections already. We're making tributes.
Anywho, we have to go to commercial. But before, what's your? Tonight we're gonna do. Our top 5 disaster movies. Mm-hmm. So what's your pick?
Number 5 for me would be Day After Tomorrow, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Dennis Quaid, Amy Roberts. Definitely, it's a great movie with Robert Miracle directing that movie, and it's end of the world pretty much with making people conscious that the world is coming to an end with icebergs melting in the North and South poles, and then there's going to be a huge tsunami, and it's a great movie, and it's like it's just something you definitely got to watch if you haven't seen it. It's tons of great CGI, special effects, and you really get a sense of emotion there. Like, what if someone you love was trapped in New York when you're hundreds of miles away and you have to save them? Mm-hmm. That's what Dennis Quaid has to do in the movie.
Right. For me, I picked Signs. It's not necessarily disaster, but it's disaster in the way that aliens are coming and attacking different parts in the world,
right? And
how nerds need to get laid. Otherwise, things happen, according to Joaquin Phoenix, which does a pretty good job to playing that baseball player in the movie. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Joaquin Phoenix, he hasn't done anything since he quote unquote retired from acting. And definitely that was for a movie.
Did you see his movie I'm Still Here?
I did not see that one.
Yeah. I wanted to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
Neither have I. But I mean, he's sort of making a little comeback. He's doing movies again, and hopefully he'll get back on his feet. And now we're gonna head for a commercial break. And remember, you're listening to Down the Rabbit Hole on KCR College Radio and KCRLive.com. All right, we're back.
All right, we're back to Down the Rabbit Hole.
And thank you for joining us again, guys. And now we're going to talk about movies that are coming out this week. And the first one we have is going to be Hesher with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Natalie Portman. I'm a huge fan of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, actually.
Yeah, I really like him. Most memorable movies are Some Things I Hate About You and Third Rock from the Sun. That's a TV show.
Right.
He did really good. I like that.
And if a lot of you guys don't know, he was in Angels in the Outfield. He was a little kid who can see angels. It was Doc Brown.
What was he? I don't remember that movie.
You don't remember that movie?
No.
Come on. Okay, so another trivia a lot of people don't know is Matthew McConaughey and Adrian Brody were two of the baseball players in that movie. A lot of people don't know, but definitely check that one out. And also, Thor came out today. I definitely got my copy of that this morning at Best Buy.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but it's good.
Watch it. It's a great
Worth
movie.
it. Yeah.
Marvel was just unstoppable this summer. You know, they came out with movie after movie. They had X-Men Origins, and they had Thor, and then they had Captain America. It was just a great summer for Marvel in general.
And all these guys are going to be on the Avengers, right?
Right, except for the X-Men. They're by themselves. And let's see, Conan O'Brien Can't Stop. That's the last one that's coming out here on our list.
Yeah, it's about when he got kicked out of NBC.
Right.
I don't know if everyone knows, but he got booted, and Jay Leno got back his spot as a Tonight Show host. So he disappeared for a while, and people didn't hear much about him. Well, this movie, it's a documentary on the shows he was doing, because he continued performing.
Right.
So
definitely, I mean, like, you know, after he left his show on, he was kicked out of his show on NBC. Like, ratings dropped even when they put Jay Leno back in. It didn't work for NBC at all. It was just a terrible choice, and now he's on TBS. And now we're going to go into our movie review of the week, and here's Ivan. He's going to review Contagion for us. Tell us, Ivan, what was your opinion on Contagion?
Contagion. Well, it was a really good movie. It's not top movies of the year. It makes you think a lot about touching people, touching things, and how easy it is to get contained. Getting any disease. Because in the movie they explain how you touch your face constantly throughout the day. So it has you thinking about that. It feels almost like a Discovery Channel
PSA. Right?
PSA, yeah. It's a long PSA with a lot of different actors. It has Marion Cotillard, Gwyneth Paltrow, Matt Damon,
Lawrence Fishburne,
Bryan Cranston,
Kate Winslet.
Yeah,
definitely, and it's a star-studded cast. And so, what's your opinion about it? Like, what's tell us a little bit. Like, tell us a little bit about the plot.
The plot. Well, there's this disease that starts with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah,
she gets sick, apparently from this bird flu-ish disease that comes from pigs and bats. Like
bats.
The wrong bat and the wrong pig kind of got together.
Really?
It sounds
possible?
It sounds a little sexual, but it's not sexual.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah. So she gets sick and she infects other people on her trip, and it just keeps on growing and growing and growing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about how pretty much the government tried to deal with an epidemic.
Right.
Yeah. So I liked it.
Okay. What would you?
I'll give it like a 3 of hearts.
3 of hearts.
3 of hearts.
Yeah. That's it.
It's good. It entertained me for a while.
Right.
But it's not something I might
recommend for someone.
Recommend for the people. I mean, if you're into science things,
sci-fi, yeah.
Yeah, you'll watch it.
Awesome.
It's worth.
Well, definitely. I mean, people, the general audience did enjoy it. They spent $23 million last weekend just watching that movie. And
I also watched. Sorry for interrupting, but I also watched The Warrior, because you mentioned that last time. And honestly, this is the best movie of the year.
Told you.
I cried. I jumped. I yelled at the screen. It was amazing.
Real men cry. What can I say?
No, it was great. And coming out of that movie, I know it might be a little cliche, and I'm sure people did this back when Rocky came out. But I came out and I went for my bag, wanted to punch it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's funny you say that, because after I saw the movie, I went on YouTube and looked up like MMA best knockouts. And I mean, definitely the movie gets you going. It makes you want to like punch someone, or it makes you want to like work out, get as big as Tom Hardy did for that one. And but yeah.
Oh, sorry. So no, I was just gonna say that it's hilarious that we had these feelings, because in the movie they make fun of those fighters who just got in the ring because they watched too much UFC.
Yeah, too much UFC, too much MMA. Mm-hmm.
The teacher was fighting against them while he was practicing to go to the Spartan competition.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great story. I mean, my favorite scene, if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's the one where it's the one where the younger brother has him like pinned to the ground, and he's like tap, and then the guy doesn't tap, and he snaps his shoulder, and he's like, and like it just breaks your heart right now, because you're definitely rooting for both brothers, and you want both of them to win, but it's all for one. It's only one prize, and it's heartbreaking. And now we're going to talk about Speaking of outbreaks, we're going to talk about movies that deal with outbreaks. And one of the movies I have down here is Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Kevin Spacey. Have you ever seen that movie?
I don't believe I have. Honestly, even though I'm in this show and I'm a film buff, filmmaker, right, and watch movies every time I can.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think I've watched anything rated higher than PG-13 that comes from 2003 and before.
Why is that?
I guess my parents were overprotective. They said, you don't want to watch this. It's gonna just give you nightmares, stuff like that.
Porque ay. Not good. And let's see, the next movie I have here is Blindness. Tell me, you told me about this one.
I did, yeah. It has Julianne Moore.
Mm-hmm.
It has Mark Ruffalo.
Okay.
It has
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Yeah. I believe so. Yeah. It has also one of my favorite Mexican actors. His name is Gael Garcia Bernal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y tu mamá también.
Yeah, exactly.
You thought I didn't know that, huh?
I didn't think. Amores Perros,
yeah,
all those types of movies,
mm-hmm.
and he's really, really good. He's been in a lot of things lately. But anywho, that in the movie, people just get infected for some type of disease and begin
losing their sight.
Mm-hmm. So they get quarantined, and the only person who is able to see is Julianne Moore.
Yeah, who decides to go with her husband, right?
Exactly, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
So it's a really interesting movie because it shows how people might react in a situation like that, trying to fend for themselves, and how people are really think for themselves first.
Definitely.
Yeah, very selfish.
Yeah, and speaking of Mark Ruffalo was recently, not recently, about a year ago. Marvel had a dispute with Edward Norton about the role of the Hulk. There was a dispute about there's a dispute about contract talks, and Edward Norton was recasted by Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo, not a lot of people know, but he was also in 30 going on 30.
Yeah, no, good one.
Well, 13 going on 30. And also, he was great in Shutter Island. If you guys haven't seen it, great movie. He plays Leonardo DiCaprio's quote-unquote partner in there.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to ruin it for you, but definitely check that one out. And also, the last movie I have here, zombie movies. That's definitely something that it's an outbreak in itself. I mean, one movie I definitely recommend, if not a lot of people like it. Not if people have seen it. It's Shaun of the Dead with Simon Pegg, Nick Frost.
Yeah. Oh, it's one of my favorite. They did Paul. They did Hot Fuzz.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It was directed by Edgar Wright, who I got to talk to and spend a little time back at Comic-Con this year.
Awesome.
Really, really cool guy.
Actually, my favorite Edgar Wright movie is Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Yeah, most people might have seen that one over Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz.
Right.
Yeah.
But every movie he's made has been. I mean, Scott Pilgrim didn't do great in movie theaters, unfortunately. It was a great film, underrated, and
I'm sure it has a little cult following.
Oh yeah, definitely. I believe so.
Yeah. He came out with a movie. I watched it during Comic-Con. Yeah, kind of. Attack of the Block.
Yeah. Attack of the Block. Nick Frost is in that one too.
Yeah, he is, and it's kind of like Goonies-ish.
Right.
Did you watch that movie?
I did not see it, but I heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I don't think it's out, but it'll be out. So check it out.
Okay, well, continuing on the list of zombie movies, we also have Dawn of the Dead.
The new one or the old one?
The new one.
Well, I like the new one, yeah.
Yeah.
It did pretty good in revamping the series. Right. And I was reading an interview with George Romero and saying how he's making these movies every 10 years. It seems like a decade thing. Mm-hmm. And apparently he had a discussion with Dario Argento, which is another gore filmmaker.
Right.
They had this decision that they wanted to make these movies every 10 years to try to satirize the society and stuff like this. So it's interesting because this was pre-planned. Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because I know that Day of the Dead came out, and then Diary of the Dead, and it's like you with what grinds your gears last week, sequels that don't really need to be made, and that's. I mean, those were some of the films that were being made in the last recent years, and I was just like, okay, how many movies is this guy going to make?
Well, more than
zombies.
It's a satire. He's making an observation of society, America.
Right. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah.
And another movie I totally recommend, that's a zombie movie, Zombieland. Great movie. Woody Harrelson, I love that guy now.
Yeah.
He was great in that, and he was also great in Friends with Benefits. He he played a gay
Sports writer.
Yeah, sports writer, which was definitely funny. He definitely made that role his own. Took it, made it his own, and he made it very comedic.
Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, his endless search for Twinkies.
Right.
You wouldn't think that that's the thing you'd be trying to grasp on a zombie apocalypse.
Right.
But he does that in the movie. And I also loved Bill Murray.
Ghostbusters!
Yeah.
No, like Bill Murray's great. I mean, he's known for so many things, but Groundhog Day is up there. And let's see what else. Okay, and now we're going to talk about our number 4 end of the world films. And actually, we just talked about it earlier. Dawn of the Dead is actually my number 4 film. Zack Snyder made this movie before he made the movie 300, and I just think definitely this movie recaptured, brought zombie movies back to the top. It gave zombie movies and horror movies credit again, because I remember the first time I saw this movie, it was scary. It scared the crap out of me, because I mean, what happens if you wake up one morning and a little girl comes in your room, there's blood all over her mouth, and you're like, hey, what's wrong? And then she bites her husband, and then the next thing you know, someone you love is infected, and they're not who you think they are anymore. They're gone, and they're zombies, and that's definitely one movie, if you guys haven't seen, check it out.
Well, I had this conversation with one of my work buddies, and he was telling me that in a zombie apocalypse, what you gotta do is actually be selfish, because you never know if they're infected or not.
Right.
And it's kind of sad, because he told me that if I saw him and I had blood on me, I might have fallen or something might have happened.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to take a chance. He would just shoot me in the face straight off.
Shoot you in the face? That sucks.
That sucks. Yeah, so don't care. I guess he doesn't care for family, friends, anyone. It's just, you gotta...
Survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest.
There you go. All right, and what's your number 4 film?
My number 4 film is I Am Legend.
Oh,
Will Smith. Yeah. He, I guess everyone got infected by vampires. Everyone became some sort of vampire.
Right.
It's a little bit different than the book. I didn't read the book, but I hear really good things about it. And in this movie, he seems to be alone in New York.
Yeah.
And he's trying to find the cure. So
right.
He's capturing vampires with his dog and taking them back to his lab and trying to test on them a cure, because he's immune to the disease.
Well, I mean, doesn't the disease spread when they think they found a cure for cancer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Well, speaking of that, I mean, another thing that's close to that, if you haven't seen Rise of the Planet of the Apes, they thought they found the cure for, what was it? Dementia?
Yeah. But, Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's, there you go. Just a little movie connection. And speaking of that, I mean, wasn't Omega Man with Charlton Heston was also the exact same thing? Really? Okay, I think it's really close, based on... Well, that movie was an influence to I Am Legend. That's what I heard.
Oh.
All right, now we're going to head for another commercial break. And remember, you're listening to Down the Rabbit Hole on KCR College Radio and KCRLive.com. All right, guys, and we're back here listening to Down the Rabbit Hole. And now we're going to talk about movies that we're excited for.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the upcoming year, 2011 and 2012. Hopefully the world doesn't end before the end of 2012. That would suck. One of the movies I have here on my list is The Amazing...
Sorry, my soundboard is kind of freaking out. Does it after I press it, so I need to time this better.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Anyway,
it's all good.
Continue.
That was good. The Amazing Spider-Man, that's definitely on my list for movies I'm excited for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. Andrew Garfield. Did you hear, or were you there at Comic-Con this year?
Yeah.
You talked about this.
Oh, I wasn't in the room, per se, but I was in the general area.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
So... Did you hear what he did?
He dressed up as Spider-Man, right?
Yeah. Well, just quick story.
Yeah.
They're talking about the Spider-Man, the release and everything. The directors and producers and everyone's on stage during the panel, and they have this microphone where people can go up and ask questions after they had their talk. Anywho, this guy dressed as Spider-Man goes up in the front and stops the talk. He's like, "All right, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say something real quickly." The producers got kind of angry, like, well, you can ask us after, we'll have a Q&A.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I just want to say something really quickly.
Yeah.
And they try to, stop him. He's like, no, you don't understand. I'm excited to be here. they're like, "Oh, that's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Can you take a seat?" He's like, "No. I don't think you understand." And then he pulls off his mask. And it's Andrew Garfield. He's like, "I'm really excited to be here with you guys."
That is amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
everyone got up and started clapping and stuff like that.
I wonder if the producers knew that was going to happen. Oh, there you go. That's Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, anywho.
All right, and the next movie I have here, Man of Steel. Well, that's with Henry Cavill as the new Superman.
Superman, yeah.
He's a British actor playing an American icon, Superman. What do you feel about that? Give me your opinion.
I'm not too excited, but at the same time, I don't have any. Well, I'm envious because. Well, let me backtrack. I'm not angry at the fact that it's an English person playing an American hero because I'm originally Mexican and I would love to play an American hero.
Ese.
What's up, ese? I'm Batman, fool.
Batman? Oh.
Oh, shit.
All right, definitely, Zack Snyder's helming that movie, and, like Zack Snyder, he hasn't made a good movie in a long time. He had Sucker Punch, he had Watchmen, Watchmen was okay. Well, I mean, I had really high expectations for it. Really? You liked it?
I liked it.
Okay.
I like the, what do they call it? The comedian.
The comedian?
The comedian.
Yeah, it's all a big joke. I mean, my favorite character was definitely Rorschach. He's like, October 12th, 1985, a comedian died tonight. I don't know, that was just a great role, for any actor to play. And, I mean, overall, it was a long movie, but it was definitely based on a really long graphic novel. But, Christopher Nolan's producing this and written by David Goyer, so I'm excited.
Well, before you continue,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that one of my favorite... You said your favorite quote in the movie. My favorite quote was when the comedian says that the world will ask for help and we'll say, no.
Really? I thought Rorschach said that.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a comedian.
Okay, because that's like that's in the trailers all the time.
Yeah, are you sure it was Rorschach?
we gotta go back and watch
Maybe
that.
we're gonna have to watch it.
All right, and another movie on our list is Immortals. That's also with Henry Cavill, directed by Tarsem Singh. If you guys don't know who Tarsem Singh is, Tarsem Singh is one of the great directors out there. A lot of people don't know about him. He directed movies like The Cell, which had Vince Vaughn and had Jennifer Lopez in it. Great visually art movie. Mm-hmm.
The guy, I can't remember his name, from Law and Order.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio, yeah.
Yeah.
He plays the bad guy in that movie.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And if you haven't seen it, it's great. It's like, they put Jennifer Lopez in this machine where she can go into
dreams.
Into a killer's dreams and tries to find where her friend's at, right? Something like that.
It's pretty much. He is not the friend, but trying to find where the victim is are being
are being held.
Held.
All right, and we also have Sherlock Holmes 2. It's coming out at the end of this year, during Christmas time, and like the tagline says, "Holmes for Christmas." I'm definitely excited about that one. That movie blew me away. Guy Ritchie directed that. I expected a more gritty film, but this movie really definitely brought you back to that Victorian age, and Robert Downey Jr., Jude Law is going to be in it, and I'm excited for that.
I'm on the edge on that. I liked it, but at the same time, I wish I had more to see, more to feel.
Yeah.
I like Sherlock Holmes. I remember reading and watching, Sherlock Holmes and the Count of Baskerville.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the actors. I like the feel of the movie, but there's just this small thing missing. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm hoping they'll address it in this movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the next one is Dream House with Daniel Craig, Rachel Weisz. Have you seen the trailer for that?
No. Oh yeah, yes.
Because that was in what movie was it? There's another, so that movie that trailer came up in this movie that I was watching. I think it was 50-50. Yeah, I was watching 50-50, and I saw the trailer for this. And Dream House is actually a movie about him and Rachel Weisz. They keep seeing this monster or this shadowy figures in their house, and what happens is he goes to a psychiatrist, and they find out that someone murdered their a husband murdered his entire family in that house, and so he asks around, and no one tells him about it, and he goes to a psychiatrist where. He goes to this mental institution where the husband's being kept, and it turns out it's him. It turns out he killed his family. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it looks good. I'm excited.
Right, me too. And that's all told in the trailer. All right, and the next movie is going to be Avengers. That's coming out next summer, 2012.
I didn't care that much about it, but
Right.
recently, go to your local Barnes Noble or whatever you look for magazines. I saw this stills from the movie.
Yeah.
I saw Green Arrow. I saw.
No, you mean Hawkeye.
What's up?
Hawkeye, because Green Arrow is from DC.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, like people get those guys mixed up, you
Yeah.
know. Like Green Arrow, they both shoot arrows, you know.
I saw Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk.
The Hulk.
I saw Iron Man. I saw a bunch of people,
Right.
and I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Definitely can't wait for that one. And Dark Knight Rises, I'm really excited for that one.
No, boo. I'm kidding. No, I love Batman.
No,
so
me
yeah,
too.
I'm really excited. You know, what's his name? I forgot his name.
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy.
Yeah,
Tom
as
Hardy.
Bane.
He's been doing really good on
Yeah, he's on a roll,
movies.
man.
He's on a roll. So I want to see him as Bane. I'm excited.
Definitely. I'm excited for that too. And
I'm excited for Anne Hathaway and Skinny, Catwoman.
Catsuit. All right, and also another movie, In Time, starring Amanda Seyfried and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, good movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like I think I'm amazing, but I had a similar thought earlier in my life.
Yeah.
About people exchanging time of their lives instead of money.
Yeah.
But I guess this is what happens when you don't take your ideas and put them
Copyright it.
out.
Yeah. Should have copyrighted that.
Yeah, I should have, because otherwise, this happened, and now I'm just sitting here waiting for the movie to come out because, I waited.
Right. If you guys haven't seen that one, check out the trailer. It's about how in the future, only rich people have a longer time to live, and the poor people, they die like in their early 20s, things like that. And definitely check it out. It's exciting. And another movie, The Hobbit.
The Hobbit with Peter Jackson.
Yeah, Peter Jackson
Directing it.
Mm-hmm.
It has Sir Ian McKellen.
Back as Gandalf.
Gandalf, yeah.
You shall not pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Mission Impossible 4, which comes out later on this year. I'm definitely excited for that one. I'm a huge Tom Cruise fan. I know a lot of people aren't.
I like him in Tropic Thunder. Dancing as Last Grossman.
Right.
He was
in a fat suit.
In a fat suit. He was hilarious. And I'm excited about this movie. I recently watched the trailer, and it has Simon Pegg. He's known for Shaun of the Dead,
right.
Hot Fuzz.
Well, he was actually in part 3.
Was he?
Yeah, he played Benji. He played the technician guy.
Really?
Yeah. Did you see part 3?
I think I fell asleep. I'm sorry.
Dude, part 3 so far is the best one of the 3. Part 2 is the worst one, but I would say part 1 is the second best. Part 3 is number 1 for me.
Yeah.
But all right, now let's talk about our number 3 end of the world film, and I have for me 12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys. It sounds familiar. What is it?
Brad Pitt and Bruce Willis. What happens is in the future, the human society pretty much is wiped out by this 12 monkey virus, and what happens is these scientists build this time machine where they send Bruce Willis back in time to try to find the path and the path of how this disease came to be, how it wiped out the human race. And what happens is they sent him to the wrong time. They sent him 4 years too early, and so he ends up being put in a nut house, in an insane asylum, and he actually meets the creator of the 12 monkey disease's son, who was played by Brad Pitt. This is probably one of his first roles that he actually showed some of his acting chops, and that's definitely a movie. It's also based on a French short film, but definitely watch it. It's great. It's one of those movies with a great twist in it, and definitely check it out. You can't go on Blockbuster anymore, so either get it online, Netflix it, or get it through DVD mail.
Legal it.
Yeah.
Do it legal. Otherwise,
we're going to be paying more at the box office.
Yeah,
at
exactly.
the movie theaters. All right, tell me what's your number 4 film?
My number 4 film, I hate to sound like a broken record, but it's Zombieland. We talked about it earlier.
Right.
Yeah. It was really good. It has Emma Stone in it, who I really like. I like looking at her.
And speaking of Emma Stone, she's also in the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't play... Everyone thinks that she's playing Mary Jane, but she's actually playing Gwen Stacy.
She was another girlfriend.
Right, which was she's actually in the original comics. That's Peter Parker's first girlfriend.
And she's also in the
Help.
No, I'm talking about Gwen Stacy. Why are you jumping?
Oh, Gwen Stacy. I'm sorry.
You can wait.
Okay.
No, right. Sorry. No, go ahead. But no, I was gonna say on the TV show, the animated series Spider-Man.
Yeah.
She was in it.
Gwen Stacy, the character. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a point where he has this kind of fight with Mary Jane, and Gwen Stacy is actually dating the jocks.
Flash Gordon?
Yes.
No, not Flash Gordon. Flash Thompson.
Flash Thompson, yeah. She's dating one of them, and then she goes and dates Peter for a while.
Peter Parker. Definitely, I would definitely love to wake up. Well, I would definitely love to get bitten by a radioactive spider, not get cancer, but get like superpowers instead. That would be awesome. Climb on walls, little fur on my fingers, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Superhuman strength.
Totally. Look out! Here comes the spider pig. Anywho, sorry.
Great movie, The Simpsons movie. Definitely, I laughed a lot on that one.
I did too. But it's not... Oh, wait, actually, it's almost a disaster movie because they're being bubbled.
Yeah.
So this actually had to do something with it. I wasn't just playing around.
Everything happens for a reason.
It's all part of the plan.
Yeah, we planned that. It's all part of the plan. Want to see a pencil trick? A magic trick. Definitely, yeah. Like, I love that movie, Spider-Man. Like, I'm sorry,
Spider-Man, Spider-Pig,
that's the Simpsons
movie.
It was just funny because the beginning of the movie starts out with them watching Itchy and Scratchy at the movie theaters. It's like, if you're paying like tons of money to watch a movie based on a TV series, you're dumb.
I like the fact that they incorporated the movie. The TV show became a continuation of the movie.
Yeah.
And the beginning credits, it used to be the same thing every year, and after the movie, they put it up. So
definitely. I didn't see it in the movie theaters, but I heard a lot of great things about it, and I was really surprised by what Matt Groening and the rest of his crew was able to do with that. And another thing, if you guys have not seen this, go on YouTube, check out the 20th anniversary special of The Simpsons. Pretty much what happens is Morgan Spurlock kind of documents like the beginning of how The Simpsons came to be, and that like Matt Groening growing up in Oregon, and how he based his the character of Krusty the Clown on like this Christian clown, evangelical clown in his hometown. Yeah, and like all the characters of The Simpsons are based on streets where he lived.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right, now we're going to go on our next commercial break. Remember, you're listening to Down the Rabbit Hole on KCR College Radio and KCRLive.com.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Down the Rabbit Hole, and my name is Billy.
This is Ivan.
All right, and our next segment is going to be What Grinds My Gears? And for me, what grinds my gears this week is bad actors who play themselves. I mean, that's definitely going around in Hollywood here. My 4 actors I have here, only male actors actually, is Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen just plays a pothead guy in almost every movie that I've seen. But he gets paid millions of dollars just being a pothead.
Well, that's not only Seth Rogen, it's a lot of people, a lot of different people. Danny McBride, Nick Swartzen.
Oh, Danny McBride. I don't think that guy's funny at all. I don't.
I like him sometimes.
Yeah?
I think it depends on my mood.
Okay. And then another actor I have on here, Michael Cera. He plays the same, like, wimpy character in every film that he's in. I mean, come on, man. You're an actor. Play something different. Challenge yourself.
I like him in Juno. One of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah, I mean, but he's exactly the same in Juno. Okay, so the only 2 movies that I really like from Michael Cera, if you guys haven't seen it, Youth and Revolt. Great movie.
No?
Check it out. Great movie.
I watched it. I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Yeah, that's what I meant by now.
Oh, that's why. Okay, but definitely check it out, though. Give it a chance, because I liked it a lot. And also, like we talked earlier, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, great movie. It's definitely, if you grew up in that Nintendo age where you were playing those 8 gigabyte games, you're definitely going to enjoy that. Adam Sandler is also on my list. He plays the same character in every movie. Score by Steve. If you guys haven't seen that, Big Daddy. That was like one of the last few ones. My favorite Adam Sandler.
Too late again.
My favorite Adam Sandler movie of all time would have to be Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
Good one. I like 50 First Dates.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, after 50 First Dates, like, he did, like, the whole 9 yards, and he hasn't really made anything great after that. Well, he made Punch Drunk Love.
They got a Academy Award, or at least a nomination.
Nomination?
Yeah.
What for?
For best makeup, because they make them... Well, they make them really old and young and
that's
all these things.
That's not.
What do you mean that's nothing?
Okay, anyways.
They look good. Come on. And I cried at the end of the movie. It's a good movie. Come on.
All right, next one on our list is going to be Hayden Christensen. This guy, I don't know, like he just gets on my nerves. I mean, he's known for playing Anakin Skywalker, but he just talks kind of funny. He talks like this in all of his movies, right? And all right, so tell us what grinds your gears.
What grinds my gears as a comic. I do stand-up comic. I don't know if I mentioned before, but it's just people taking movies or whatever people say too seriously. People wanting a certain movie to not be played at certain movie theaters.
Right.
And it's all about, it's just a joke or it's just a form of entertainment. It's there to do that, to entertain you.
Right.
So if you don't like it, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But don't make a fuss about it. So it grinds my gears that people take things too seriously.
One of the great examples of that was when Brokeback Mountain came out. Like, there was a lot of people were against that movie, especially like in Utah. I know that this one guy who owned this theater, he found out it was a movie about two gay cowboys.
Yeah.
And he didn't want that movie to be shown in his theater, and there was people protesting, people speaking out about that.
Maybe because it might have been based on him. I don't know. Maybe he was a gay cowboy.
Maybe. All right, now we're going to talk about the movies that are great, but you might not know exist. And Ivan, tell us, what's a great movie that you thought was amazing that people might not know that exists?
Christian Bale in The Machinist. I don't know if I said that right. Machinist, I guess he's an industrial worker who hasn't slept in a year.
Yeah, he has insomnia.
He's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked it. It was so moody, so thick, the atmosphere. You're on the edge of your seat. You want to know what's going on, and it doesn't make sense until the end.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the movies with a huge twist. You don't know why he can't sleep until the end of the movie. You're like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, and it's a really simple story, which makes it even better. Simplicity can always make it, take it one step ahead.
Yeah, definitely. What happens is, to get to that role, he was so skinny. He weighed like 90 pounds in that movie, I think.
Well, no. He a little more than that. He wanted to be 110,
right.
Being 6'2", I believe he is, that would be... He's a little bit more than emaciated. Sorry.
Right, and for that role, he actually prepared it by just eating apples and cigarettes, and smoking cigarettes and just eating apples. Did you know that? That was his diet for that movie.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, and a movie that you guys might not know exists, but is great, is Vanilla Sky. That's...
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. People might have seen it, but what happens is that's actually based on a Spanish film. And
really?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Penelope Cruz is actually in both movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the name of the movie?
Do
you know?
I think it's like In Your Eyes or Eyes, something with the eyes.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, check it out, definitely. Some people say the Spanish version's a little better, but definitely Vanilla Sky is one of those movies where I love movies with twists in it. That's just me, and this is one movie where if you watch it, there's a huge twist thrown at you, and definitely it's one movie that will blow your mind.
We'll have to watch it twice. I didn't understand it at first.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm a little bit slow.
Maybe. And let's see, actor of the episode we have here, Robert Downey Jr.
Ooh,
He's actually like my second favorite actor of all time.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Mm-hmm. Chaplin. Chaplin's actually a movie. He was the first movie that he was nominated for Best Actor award. Not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of people know that he played Charlie Chaplin in the movie.
He kept all his clothes from the movie?
Yeah. It's a great movie. It's actually one of my favorite movies of all time. Not a lot of people know, but Charlie Chaplin, was a pedophile. Not a lot of people know that.
No, I did not know that either.
No. And it's insane. I think he married a 16-year-old, and another one.
Well, that doesn't necessarily make him a pedophile, because, technically, in those times, it was fine to be dating someone, 12 years younger than... I don't know how much younger she was, but it was alright. And he's one of the only other people that wore that mustache, like Hitler. Mm-hmm. Michael Jordan has the same mustache.
Does he?
He does. Check out the underwear commercials.
Okay, the Hanes commercials?
Yeah, those ones.
Alright, some things you might not know about Robert Downey Jr. His father actually introduced him to drugs by offering him weed at the age of 8. He buried his clothes from the film Less Than Zero, which was actually he was just, he was doing that. His whole life was actually life imitating art, pretty much. He buried his clothes from that film to bury his image of being part of that Brat Pack. And also, he dropped out of high school at the age of 17 to become an actor, and childhood friend of Moby. And also, he was roommates with Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24, Mark Bauer.
Both children of...
Jack Bauer, I'm sorry.
Jack Bauer, yeah. No, both children of actors.
Yeah.
His dad,
Mm-hmm.
Robert Downey Jr.
No, Robert Downey the senior.
That's what I said.
Did you?
Isn't that what I said?
Senior sounds like junior.
Senior.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And Donald Sutherland.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're gonna go for our number one movie of end of the world films. Tell me, what's your number one movie, end of the world?
My number one film is. I already forgot. Give me a second. It's sorry. We talked about it again. You like talking about my movies before.
See, we didn't even like pre-plan or discuss this.
No. Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, nice.
Starring Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and other people that I don't know that.
Yeah,
well.
other British people.
Yeah, they're all British, and I like the way they joke around.
Blimey.
I like the way that they have this song, the Queen song.
Yeah,
Don't Stop Me Now.
Actually, the funny thing about that is I knew who Queen was. I was like, like, We Will Rock You. But like after listening to that, I actually downloaded that song. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now
if you wanna have a good time.
Exactly.
Just give me a call. Don't stop me.
And they're actually making a Freddie Mercury movie. Sacha Baron Cohen is going to be in it. So it's going to be very interesting. And my number one movie based on the end of the world is going to be Children of Men.
Children of Men.
Yeah, directed by Alfonso Cuarón, who also directed
Mexican.
Yeah, Little Princess. If you haven't seen it, great movie made in the 90s, based on a book. And he also directed the third Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban, which is my third favorite Harry Potter. Because number one would be Deathly Hallows Part 1. Number 2 would be Goblet of Fire. Number 3 would be Prisoner of Azkaban for me. But
it's my second favorite book of the series.
Okay. And but definitely check out Children of Men. It's a great movie. I mean, imagine if women weren't fertile anymore. They couldn't have babies, and it was impossible and the human race is pretty much just dying off.
I think some college girls might like that.
I don't know about that.
I've talked to a lot of people, and they complain about stuff.
Anywho, we just want to wrap up our show very quick. Definitely we talked about box office results, and we talked about movie news that were out there this week and last week.
Yeah. But go watch The Warrior.
Definitely, yep. And also this weekend, definitely watch one of the movies that we totally recommend. Definitely check out Vanilla Sky. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
Yeah.
That in general, watch movies with twists, because those are to me, those are the best movies that are out there. Movies with twists. Those are smart movies, movies that make you think. Yeah, because a lot of movies nowadays are just like dumb comedies,
Oh, comedies are good though.
Yeah, well, like good, smart comedies actually.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But definitely, and something else I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know, like well, tell me, what are you doing this weekend then?
What am I doing this weekend?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch some of the movies that are coming out.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Drive. I hear pretty good things about it. I'm gonna repeat. It has Ryan Gosling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He gets hired to, drive cars and take stuff.
No, like definitely. The funny thing about that movie is I actually met the director, Nick Refn, at Comic-Con.
Did you?
And did you know that this guy is also directing the new Logan's Run with Ryan Gosling?
I don't know who Logan's Run is.
Logan's Run is a movie. It's a sci-fi movie. It was made earlier in the 70s or the 80s. And what happens is in the future, Logan's actually part of these cops who find people who are over. You can't I think you have to be at the age of 19 or something like that. So pretty much older people don't exist because they're killing them off. And so what happens is it's being remade, rebooted, and Nick Refn's directing it, starring Ryan Gosling. And if you haven't seen Ryan Gosling, great actor. He's been in Half Nelson, Lars and the Real Girl, and the first time I ever saw Ryan Gosling was actually not in the Mickey Mouse Club, but I actually saw him in Young Hercules.
Really?
Yeah, have you seen Young Hercules?
No, I haven't.
No,
I just remembered something that I wanted to talk about.
Okay,
earlier.
what was it?
Sorry.
No, it's cool.
There is going to be a sequel to Beetlejuice. I didn't get to talk about that last week, but I'm going to talk about it right now.
What movie was it?
Beetlejuice.
What movie was it?
Beetlejuice.
Oh no, you said that 3 times. I tricked you,
Sorry,
bro.
I really didn't get it at first. I'm like, what's wrong with him? Does he not? I'm sitting next to you.
I know. I have headphones. Why can't I hear?
I don't understand. Anywho, yeah. So they're writing the script already. They already got everything done. So we're waiting. we're here. I hope it's good. I'm probably not going to have Michael Keaton in it, but I like the movie. It's a really good one. Had Alec Baldwin, you know.
Gina Davis, Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
So, definitely...
The song that we all remember.
What was that?
The, Something Comes. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4.
See oh yeah, that's right. That's right. The movie. Yeah, the movie ends with that. Yes, definitely. And also, if you guys didn't know, Michael Keaton was actually the voice of Ken in Toy Story 3. Did you know that?
No, I might.
Really?
Now you think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I did not know that until I went on IMDb.com and I looked at it. I was like, holy crap! Michael Keaton's making a comeback because he was in that and he was also in the other guys where he played the captain of the police squad.
He worked in IKEA.
Yeah, and he also worked in IKEA exactly. And he was making what was it? TLC quotes.
Yeah.
And one of the best lines from that movie is Mark Wahlberg says, "You gotta let me be a peacock and let me spread my wings."
Yeah.
Definitely. And also, Michael Keaton started out as a comedic actor. Like, he did a lot of improv in college, you know. Mm-hmm. He was doing that. And then he started working with Tim Burton. And the next thing you know, he's doing Batman 1 and 2. And actually, Batman 2. So, speaking of Tim Burton, my top 5 Tim Burton movies, it's got to... Well, my top 5 Tim Burton movies, it's got to be Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Batman 2, Batman Returns, Batman 1, and then you also have Big Fish.
Big Fish, good one.
But I definitely, okay, maybe that's my top 4, but I definitely hated Alice in Wonderland.
I wish it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, definitely.
It had a lot of potential, lots of potential.
Like I said, I don't know if I said this last week, but Johnny Depp, one of the more overrated actors of our generation, I think, my personal opinion.
Totally.
And, you know what, guys, that's pretty much the end of our show.
That is.
And, definitely thank you so much for joining us, and we definitely appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in to Down the Rabbit Hole. And remember, there's that song, It's Time for Us to Go. It's the song from Inception.
I want to give a shout out to my friend Nina, and just remind all of you to go to KCRLive.com.
Yeah, and thank you for listening to Down the Rabbit Hole and KCR Live and KCR College Radio, KCRLive.com. Thank you so much, guys. And remember, tune in next week, Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. And also, check out our Twitter page and also check out our Facebook page. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll be back next week. Tune in.
Bye-bye.